Yo, what's up, guys? Jairus here, and welcome to another episode of Jairus Inspires Podcast. And today we have another very interesting and highly debatable topic once again. And this is going to be very helpful for my fellow photographers and creatives out there. So the topic for today is Mac versus PC. Which computer is the best for you? You know, for photographers and creative work, which platform is better, Mac or PC? And for today, I am joined by a special friend and a compact guest, Zia. Bro, welcome back, my bro. How are you, bro? How are you? Bro, first, before we start, I just want you to introduce yourself and then share your background in Windows Computer.
Okay. So, first of all, thank you for calling me again on your podcast. My name is Zia, and I'm the co-founder of Camcorder Productions.
Yeah.
So we have been doing it for the long time. We do photography, video production and everything.
How long you been using Windows laptop?
Almost all of my life.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all of my life. I never use Mac.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Okay.
I hate Mac.
Like, that's the first thing you mentioned to me, when we had a phone call. I was like, I hate Mac.
Yeah, I hate Mac.
Okay, so let me share also my experience with Mac. So I grew up using Windows, like everyone in the Philippines, because in the Philippines, Mac doesn't exist, especially back in the day, because this is basically for elite people. This is very expensive, especially back in the Philippines. So I never knew Mac when I was in the Philippines. So when I came in Dubai, I became a photographer, and then I see a lot of people are using Mac, and that's when I tried to switch from Windows to Mac. So I think it's been more than 15 years now. I can't remember, but maybe 17 years since I moved from Windows to Mac. And I don't think of going back anytime soon, because I think it's just my workflow is fit in with the system. So that's my history with Mac. More than 15 years of experience, and I've owned so many Mac units. I don't know, more than 10 maybe. So throughout the years, until now, I still have Macs within my arsenal. So that's my experience. So bro, again, what we're going to do is we're going to go back and forth, and then mention some of the advantages of using Windows or Mac. So Zia, are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. Yes.
Okay, so who should start, me or you?
You start.
Okay, start, since this is my podcast. let me start. Okay, so let me start. Okay, so my first take is Mac computers are beautifully designed, and their design is timeless.
Okay,
they are designed by designers and built with creativity. So I want to show you some of the Mac design back in the day, which is again timeless design. So this is the iMac G4, I believe.
Okay,
look at this design, and this was made early 2000, bro. Early 2000s.
Okay,
just look at them. Look at this. And this is the Power Mac Cube, I think. And bro, this was 20 plus years ago, and people still, and just for comparison, like this is the Windows computer back in 2000, right? So the one saying, so their design is timeless. Okay, so until today, bro, 20 plus years later, even 30 years.
Your Apple is bitten, man.
What?
You're incomplete.
What do you mean?
Yeah, see, your Apple is incomplete.
What do you mean incomplete?
Yeah, Mac, you see the Apple, it's bitten.
What? Yeah, that's true. That's a good joke, by the way. I didn't get it the first time. But anyway, so I was saying, like, until today, even 20, 30 years, like, people are still buying these computers.
Yeah.
And they're still modding it. They're actually displaying this on their shelf. Like,
it has to be kept on the shelf.
Like, yes, and even if you see these computers now, you would still think that they came from the feature.
See, when you're having a Mac, like I have seen so many people, they want to create like an ecosystem of Mac. They want to have ecosystem in everything, mobile,
yes,
iPad, everything. You have to buy so many things. Mm-hmm. You have to complete so many things, and for that you need to be rich. For Windows, you don't need to be rich.
Yeah. That I accept that.
Yeah. So within a PC, if you buy something within a very middle range, you can get the work done.
Yes.
But the same thing, you want to get the work done from Mac side, you have to be going on the higher side. So there is a big comparison in the pricing side. Mm-hmm. Let's suppose one of my friend, he bought PC recently, almost 5,000 dirhams.
Yeah.
Okay. and he has almost 4 TB, 32 GB RAM,
Yeah.
8 GB graphic cards, and everything can it done in the Windows PC. On the similar side, if you go on the Mac side, the same specification. If you have to buy, you need to go maybe more than 10,000 or 12,000 dirhams. But if you see the output is same. So why I will go for the Mac when I can get the work done within my laptop in the lap here?
Yeah, so that's something that I agree. Like Mac computers are always more premium in terms of
Yeah.
pricing. Like they're more expensive than Windows counterpart. But I also get what you're saying that, like, for example, like how you mentioned 4 GB or something,
8 GB.
8 GB RAM. You know,
8 GB graphic cards.
8 GB graphic cards. That's the thing. That's a lot of Windows users are not understanding with Mac computers. Like if you compare apples to apples, like the thing is Mac is so well integrated. So for example, like maybe your 8 GB graphic card is maybe can be done with the I don't know lesser specs from Mac.
Okay.
Like if you compare same specs, like Mac would perform way better
Okay.
because they're very well integrated. You know, so that's what I'm saying. So again, it's not easy to compare apples to apples, Windows to.
Okay. Let's just do one thing. Let's suppose if you buy this Mac by today in 2026, after 2 or 3 years or 4 years, you will feel tired because you have to upgrade so many times, and Apple will say no, it's not more upgradable. So and after that, you cannot put any of the extra TB hard drives.
Yes.
You cannot change your graphic card. You cannot change your RAM. And your software says it needs to be upgraded.
Yes.
So you have to buy something. On the other hand, in the PC, you can open yourself. You can change your RAM. You can change your graphic cards. You can put more processors and everything.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the PC, the tower PC. Okay. I have the PC which I'm using almost for 2.5 years. I'm using 12 GB graphic card. I'm using 64 GB RAM. I'm using Ryzen 9, one of the top latest right now. I don't need anything to be upgraded. If in future, if I have to upgrade, I can open it myself. I can replace it within 5 minutes. On the other hand, in Mac, I have to go in the Apple store or Mac store and I have to pay them. Why the hell I will
Actually,
pay?
you can pay Apple to upgrade your system.
But you have to pay. You have to pay for changing.
Yeah.
You have to pay changing for your equipments.
Yeah.
You have to pay for the services. Why I'll pay more
Yeah.
when I can do it myself? Plus, it's very easy for customizable. After 5 years, you will see this is a shit. I want to throw it out. But me, I can keep it for 10 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's something that I agree. The thing is when Mac remove the feature of upgrading your computer, of course that's something that a lot of Mac users hate. Like I hate that because back in the day I was upgrading my RAM, I was upgrading my hard drive. I love upgrading my stuff. Then they decided to remove that freedom, you know. But on the other side, I understand because they want again everything is integrated. Like they want, like if you open your Mac computer, everything is Mac Silicon. If you're the Mac Silicon, right? You know, the RAM is fixed, the hard drive is fixed. But on the other side, it helped also a performance. Like it give us like the Max M1 series, M series is very very fast compared to Intel. You know, so it gave the freedom and it gave also reliability, and also I think it gave also like I think the build quality because they don't let users upgrade their laptops, so it means it's a safer kind of a device because
Why do you have these stickers on your, like this is a hook?
hard drive.
Yeah.
It's what my hard drive. You know? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know that it's a shame that I cannot upgrade my laptop. You know, but again, I get what they're going for because again, right now everything inside of Apple computers are made by Apple. There's no Intel. There's no from Nvidia. There's nothing from other brands. So it's more reliable. That's what I'm saying. You know.
No,
So-
that's the mean that Mac wants to keep everything with themselves.
Yes,
They don't want
exactly.
to sell from outside.
Exactly. That is their goal, which is again at the beginning something that a lot of people doubted, but again now it makes sense, especially with the Apple Silicon. You know, it's just I don't know, it's way faster than Intel versions back in the day. You know, so I get why they did that, but still I'm still a fan of upgrading my. And I still maybe in the future they would let us upgrade at least RAM or
Yeah.
hard drive, But I mean, it's
I
a
have
shame.
seen recently there is a one creator from Australia. His name is Ben TK. Okay, so he was using Mac, and he showed one of the customizable Mac. He was having a tower case
the
like
tower,
a PC,
yes, that
but it
one.
is a customizable like a PC. But it is a elite, one of the top.
It's a
But like
Mac Pro.
you'll not be able to even think about it, like how you're gonna purchase it. It's too expensive.
It's expensive, bro.
So that means, Lee, see, being a creator, if you think about a normal photographer
Yeah.
who is just starting this and he wants to have the editing machine, he cannot buy this. He has to be on the limited side because he will be working in the outside of the market sometime for the most of the time for the exposure. People will say just work for free. How the hell is going to buy for the Mac?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he wants to produce something very quality, like in a productive thing. Like people will not know you have edited everything on the PC or the Mac. They want output. So if the output is same, so who the hell is going to think about what is work for like Mac or PC? So that's my thing. One thing I really like about the Mac, they are color calibrated.
Yes.
I really like
Colors,
this.
display.
Yeah.
It's basically same on almost all their computers.
Yes. For PC, yes, nowadays they are doing the factory color calibration, but 99% mostly people will not gonna buy this because they are expensive.
Yeah.
So you have to have the color calibrator with the USB-C. Yeah, it takes only 3 seconds or 4 seconds. It will calibrate. But yes, it's a hectic. You have to buy something new device.
I think that helps also having an ecosystem.
Yeah.
Like if you're an Apple ecosystem, like you have your Mac, you have your iPhone, you have iPad, you could edit seamlessly on all devices and they would look almost the same. So again, ecosystem. So yeah, again, it's something that also I really enjoy that much, And I want to go back I think you mentioned about the pricing of the Mac. I think back in the day, especially Intel, yes, I agree that you need the top specs to be good in to perform really well on everything. But right now, because of the Mac Silicon, you could get the basic MacBook Air,
Yeah.
the base level.
You remember the days when we used to buy CDs from outside the market?
Yes.
I remember when I was in my home country, I was using Windows.
Yeah.
So one of my friend, he used to live in USA.
Yeah.
He asked me, "How the hell do you have the window? It's purchased, and it's legitimate window. Like you're using all of the features." I said, "I just bought the $30 CD from the market, and you have installed everything
Yeah.
in the Intel." So, being said that in the market, for being as a photographer or whatever, you can get so many things with a cheaper price. But in the Mac, no, you will not be able to think about like you can put CD or DVD and you can install anything. No.
Are you talking about piracy?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's also
And
true.
Dell
That's also
have
true.
everything. It's not about the good thing, I must say,
course. Yeah.
but you have options. Yeah, you have options. You can get so many things.
That's so true.
Anything can be cracked
Yes.
in the PC.
Yes.
Anything can be downloaded, and whatever the software you want to install, you can install it. And for the Mac, I remember one of my friend, he was using Lightroom, and he was working with me on the event, and suddenly the Mac working is stopped because Lightroom was not supporting it. Okay. And then I was not having an option to install it again or maybe do something because my event is going on and I need to get it done. Fortunately, I was having my PC and I installed my Lightroom and I worked it. I said, let it go. So it's really hard. Like, you need to get the license and everything for the Mac. It is stopped sometime. Like, I feel that you have to have something very smooth.
Yeah.
And if you don't have anything, you will feel stuck. So
Yes.
in Mac, I feel stuck.
Yeah.
In PC, I feel freedom. Whatever I want to do, I can do it.
I understand. Like, especially back in our country, like we don't. Of course, piracy is very widely common in our
Yes.
country, the Philippines, in
Pakistan, yes, it's very common.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree that of course you could install so many crack softwares on Windows. Also in Mac as well, yes, you can, but it's not as widely spread
Yes.
out.
Yeah.
But on the other side, that's also a good thing for Mac, I believe, because they're safe in terms of like viruses, malwares. Like, in fact, I never experienced virus in my Mac since I own a Mac. I never have to install antivirus on my computer. Like never, And even so many times that Mac saved my, whenever you download fishy software online or you open a link, it would say that this has a potential virus. Like it would not let you go to that link. So I think that's also the downside is you can't install as much crack software, but also that's also a good side in terms of safety. Like, and you know that like Windows is much easier
more
to hack.
crackable, yes, yeah, more hackable. Yeah.
Yes, more hackable. It's very easy to hack, Windows compared to Mac. So I feel so much safer,
But what if you don't have any door open for anyone?
Yeah.
Someone like nobody can enter your house. So Mac is like this. Every door is closed.
Yeah.
It's not opening even for you whenever you need it.
Yeah. Of course, that's so true, man. Especially, again, I remember back in the day when I had no money, like zero money. Of course, all I could do was crack software.
Yeah,
like that's all I could do. So yeah, I really agree to that. When you purchase a Mac, you gotta purchase the softwares, man.
So many things,
You gotta
man.
purchase, yes.
And if the person is starting something, he cannot have anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a numpad in your laptop?
I do.
No.
That's a good one. That's a good one, bro. Numpad. Oh, where is it, bro?
You don't.
What is numpad, bro?
This is a numpad. This is a numpad.
Oh, there you go, man. I mean, bro, we have function, bro. We could press function and then go to numeric pads, Yeah. Well, I mean,
If I want to use my laptop in the fight, I can use it. Can you use it?
with that.
If you want to use your laptop in the fight to hit someone, I can use it. You
No,
cannot.
bro, I feel so bad because it's too expensive.
It's too expensive. It's too delicate. It
too
will not.
delicate.
Even if you hit this thing with someone, like nothing will happen. I can hit it and I can break the head. It's okay.
Exactly. So when you also have a Mac, you have to baby it. You
Yes.
have to care it with care. Even though I have bumps and bruises, but still, So yeah, you're right. There's actually no Mac with
Numpad.
numpad.
Yeah.
I mean,
New discovery for you today.
yeah. No, but I have in my desktop. I have a keyboard with numpad.
Yeah,
I cannot
yes,
live
yes.
without numpad, bro. Like for me, numpad is like is
Yes.
really, whenever I'm using a laptop without numpad, I was like, there's something missing.
Yeah.
It's
Recently,
what's
I was
awesome.
buying.
Yeah.
I went to the aftermarket in Sharjah,
Mm-hmm.
and I bought one of the used laptop. It was from Dell, and man, believe me, it was 17-inch laptop. This much big. Oh, sorry, 19-inch.
19 inch.
This much
Wow.
big. I could feel that this is a big monitor in my hands. And the thing is, I give it back because I was having one dot on this screen here. So
the Pixel.
the Pixel. So I give it back, and now I bought it the new one.
I the biggest we have is 16 inch.
16 inch.
Yeah, so that's the biggest. Yeah, so with Windows, you could get way bigger.
Yeah, it was like a home computer in my hand.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I want to give one more take for Mac. Macs have really good resale value.
Who want to sell it, man?
Macs have really good resale value. Okay, so like for example, like I had a laptop, like bro, I remember that was 12 years old laptop, MacBook Pro, 12 years old, and still managed to sell it for good amount of price. It's still like after 12 years, I was stunned that people still selling it. Show me a Windows that are more than 10 years old right now. I don't know if they're even worth that much.
No, it's in garbage now.
Yes, exactly. They're garbage. Yeah, exactly. Like my 10-year-old laptops are still being used by my daughters in the Philippines. So again, resale value. If you're talking about investment,
See,
of course.
the thing is, you bought it expensive, you resell it expensive. I bought it cheap, I can sell it cheap.
Or you cannot sell it at all.
So there is no difference because it's already cheap.
Again, for me, it's just more. I feel my money's worth it if I sell something that I bought really expensive and I could still sell it in a good good price, so so again, I mean, compared to Windows, like I mean, show me a 10-year-old Windows right now, like you cannot you can show me.
There are so many laptops in the market. Yes, I was using Z800, which was released in 2010. Okay, and there are so many variants of the processors. That processor was called Xeon. So Xeon is the workstation series, which was used in server machines, and it will not stop for the whole time. Like literally, no stop. You cannot close them. It's built for the working machine. So it can go on for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years without shutting it down.
Wow.
So it has threads inside. Like I was having a processor of 12 core, which means 24 threads. So virtual threads of 24. Plus, the meaning of telling you right now, because it was from 2010 and still I was editing 4K on my PC. The thing is, what I was getting stopped by, because it has very old processor, which not having a very high speed of clocking. Okay. So that means if I'm using a Sony, if I'm using 4K 60 FPS, it has a codec system, which needs to be decode very fast. But my processors were not able to do this. But yes, I could have done it, but making a proxy, 1080 or 720p. But while exporting it, I can do it on the 4K. Because of that, I was feeling a bit of lag. But if you compare, it's completely usable. Till now, I'm having this in my home right now. I'm having a backup. Sometime if it doesn't work, I can put it on. But it is still working on from 2010. You are talking about 16 years before. So this still works. But yes, like it's an old Terminator. You can see the old, but it still works.
That's actually one of the advices I want to give to the beginners out there. Regardless if you're buying Windows or Mac, when you're buying computers, you should try to buy not the base model. Try to skip the base model and go for the higher spec, because those spec that you would add would last you more than the base model. And I've learned that throughout the years. I kept on buying base model. But again, the shelf life is gone only a few years. But if you buy the upgraded one, it would last you way longer. Right? So that's a good advice. Just spend the extra money. I know it's a bit more expensive, but just get extra few thousands.
Because it will ease your work.
For sure. I think it would make your computer life much longer. And one thing I want to give credit for a PC are for gaming.
Yes.
Bro, as a gamer myself, I hate it, bro. I hate that I cannot game on my Mac.
This is a moderate PC laptop. I can play any of the game here because I can overclock my PC.
Yes.
I can overclock my laptop with the RAM within twinkle of this. Now, if you put any of the game here, I can play without having it very hot. Nothing can be done. Just put the charger and play.
Bro, I feel like they actually they backtrack, because before Mac Silicon with Intel, I could play some games, Blizzard games like Diablo, StarCraft. Like I could play them on my Intel Mac back in the day. But Silicon, they even not supported those games. So I was like, you should be improving, right? You should be, especially gaming. Like a lot, there's so many gamers today, and us like creative people, like most of us loves gaming.
Yes.
That's our diversion to because if we're busy, we want something to relieve stress. We play games, but then we cannot with Macs. So I don't know when are they planning to support games.
They wanna feel everyone that they are so sophisticated and corporate.
That's so true.
You have so much variant in PC, gaming, working machine. Everything you can find it in a very moderate way and a very moderate level of money.
So so again, if you're beginners and you play games, you know that games is very crucial for you. Like gaming is important for your life. You can't go with Mac.
Do you play FIFA?
No.
Okay. I remember 8 years back. I cannot buy PlayStation 3 or 4 or 5, whatever. So one of my cousin, he cracked the game FIFA, and we played all the night in laptop. putting on the HDMI in the TV.
Yeah.
So we can play like a FIFA with having a remote controls and everything. So this is the thing. Yes, you can go. And this thing, you cannot even think about it.
Yeah.
You cannot put anything.
No. I mean,
So
basic games.
So you need to make your life easier, not like in trouble.
There is an option with Mac that you could install Windows as well. You know that? Like there's a boot camp. So Mac could run Windows and Mac at the same time.
Oh, I didn't know
There's an
this.
option. So a lot of gamers, they install, it's called boot camp. So yeah, Windows and Mac, all together in one system. But of course, I mean, it's not as
Yeah.
good as having a dedicated, computer
Yes.
for gaming, And I love, I feel like I really one day I wanna build my own PC for gaming. That's one of my dream. Like just have one set of PC tower just for gaming, because I want to play the games that I want to play.
I can help you. I made my own PC.
Yeah, but with Mac I just I cannot. So
You have to go in the center in Dubai Mall. Baru Dubai. What?
Yeah, for Dubai. That's the thing. That creativity, is just. I know that you could design whatever you want with, if you want to build a Windows gaming machine, right?
One thing I'm thinking about, like for the longer time. See, so you're a creative person.
Yeah.
Okay. You need freedom to think about your creative stuff.
Yeah.
You don't need to worry about your PC, man, because you're thinking about out of the line to create something very extra for your client or maybe for your own self. If you're thinking about it, you don't need to worry about your PC that if I go back, I cannot install this, I cannot put this. So you need to be very free from this and put all the effort in your creative stuff.
Yeah.
So why you're thinking about this? So buy something like, having a freedom.
Apple Mac computers are a statement, a special public statement.
Okay.
Okay, it's something that I've spoken to so many people that switch from Windows to laptop. It's something that, for example, if you present in front of a client
Yes.
in a meeting room and you
Yes.
open a Mac computer,
Yeah.
it feels different, bro.
Yes.
You know,
It's a hard truth.
You go to a coffee shop,
Yeah.
you have a Mac. It looks.
See, it's a branded thing in the market. Like
Yeah.
I think similar goes for iPhone and Samsung.
That's what I think Apple intentionally
Yeah.
made for people to think that it's a more of a statement than
Yeah. But see, who are you impressing? The client who doesn't know anything about your system, anything about your creativity.
Yeah.
They want the output. But yes, it's a symbol.
Yeah.
You cannot avoid it. Yes.
I strongly admire Apple how they switch that mindset, bro. Like again, just go to any coffee shops, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
everyone is having a Mac.
Everyone's a Mac. If you have a Windows, you will be ashamed to open your.
Yeah. Old school.
Yeah.
Old school.
Yeah.
You can see many of the places, many of the things which you see in the market, mostly women who are in the marketing field or maybe the designers, they're having a Mac. If you see the other side of the geeky people, the hackers and everyone, they will have PC.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they will have PC. They don't care about the looks. They don't care about how my PC is looking fancy. They just want to get work done. Because
True.
If I have so much good dress and the beneath of that I'm very smell, there is something. What is the thing? If I have very bad looking PC, but my work is getting done with this shitty PC, but it's okay. I can get the work done. Like output is more important for you. If you see any movie, any hacker, you will not see anything with the Mac. They will have PC.
100%.
They will have PC. Yes.
Yeah, that's also what I noticed because it's a yin yang effect. For example, like designers and IT people, for example, like designers, creative people care about design, but again, IT people, programming, they care about functionality. So that's why I think like whenever you look at Mac, they look like they're designed by designers, but Windows are designed by programmers or software engineers.
Yeah.
I think there's a huge difference. Again, it depends on your personality. I think it really depends. If you're more into technical stuff, IT, you would lean towards Windows. But if you're really into design,
delicate things, very fancy, delicate things like how. See, this is thing to impress someone.
yes, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
I cannot impress with this, but it again depends on the person who is sitting next to me. If he's like really creative, he doesn't care about the PC or Mac. He will say, okay, show me the output, show me the things which you are creating right now for me. He will not understand anything about that.
Yeah.
But again, it's a symbol in the market.
True. Yeah. Bro, do you still have stickers on your laptop?
No.
Windows. Sit there you go. Bro, show it to the camera, bro. Show it to the camera. Yeah. Show the stickers, bro. Nvidia, Intel, the hell, HP. What the hell, bro? Oh, the fan. No, you still have the fan, bro.
Yeah,
the big
I have a fan.
Oh,
See,
shoot, bro.
the fan is there because it will help not to heat up my
I
PC
agree,
because I can
agree.
play games.
Yeah,
You
bro.
cannot play.
Bro, stickers, man. Oh my god, bro, just look at this. Very clean, man. No stickers, no graphics card, no Intel. Bro, it's just no fan visible.
I'll give you one example. Have you seen horses?
Okay,
Okay. And have you seen donkeys?
okay,
Mac is a donkey.
okay,
PC is a horse.
okay.
Think about it.
Explain.
See, donkeys all white, all look same. PC have a different race,
Okay,
different names. Yeah.
I give you
So
that.
we are the horses: black, white,
Yeah.
golden brown, everything. Yes,
Yeah, Mac all looks the same.
all donkeys.
again, freedom. You know, we don't have as much freedom as Windows.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's still there's something that it became a meme. Like when you have a Windows laptop,
Yes.
the hinge, bro. I mean, just look at this. Right? Just no noise at all. You know,
I have seen your video with you have made by Roll. Yeah.
that one.
People get afraid. Oh no, don't open it, don't open it.
Wait, does this squeak? Wait. Let's try if this even have a squeak sound. No. Oh, that's modern, bro.
Yeah, I bought it maybe 2 months before.
Okay,
Yeah.
the new one.
Yeah, the new one.
Yeah, but it's freaking heavy, bro. What the hell? Yeah.
Yes.
What's the specs of this?
It's 16 GB RAM, 6 GB graphic card, 1 TB.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it's Ryzen 7. Yes. Yeah,
How
it's
much it
Ryzen
cost?
7.
How much?
It's 4,500.
Oh my god.
Yeah, 4,500.
my
But
Man.
I normally edit everything on site
Yeah.
when the event is going on, like the JAGTEX or JASX.
Yeah.
I don't really care about whatever the hell I'm putting on my PC. It accepts everything.
Bro, if you get 16 GB RAM for Mac, it would be very expensive. For sure.
I'm using 64 GB in my home.
Wow.
Yeah,
64.
64 GB. Before that, I was talking about the Z800, 96 GB. And one RAM, 16 GB of this, it has 5,600 of megahertz bus speed in this.
Yeah.
In my PC, 6,800. So you can imagine one 16 GB is equal to like old times 24 GB or 32 GB. So because the bus speed is so much high, the clock speed is so much high.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I feel like, you know, when you're Windows, you have to understand the specs and the technicalities of your system. Your
You
computer.
need to understand your stuff, man. What
For
you're
me, I
using.
don't know. I don't care. Like the clock speed or whatever. It's like
You yourself said that if the guy is very technical and IT side,
Yeah.
he has to go for the Mac.
Again,
yeah,
yeah.
sorry, if he's PC.
that. There's the difference.
Yeah,
You know?
because people normally buy to hassle free. If I buy this Mac 1, Mac 2, Mac 3, they know this will be going on work for 2 years or 3 years. After updating, it says no, you need to replace it. But
Yes.
this, I can replace it maybe for even 8 years more.
Yeah.
I can replace everything.
I like what you said, hassle free. So with Macs, yes, I agree. It's hassle free. You buy it, you use it, that's it. But then if you're a type of person that, you know, wants to upgrade or care about the specs, then of course
Yes.
Windows. Like again for me, I don't wanna. I don't know. It's like for me, I just want to buy something and use it. Like, you know. But again, if you're into that person that kind of upgrading and stuff, you know, and technicalities, Windows is still.
Yes.
How about, bro? How about again safety about virus? Do you still get virus with modern Windows?
No, recently no. I'm using PC almost for 15 years, more than 15 years. I got one-time virus. Oh man, I was fucked up.
Really?
I will tell you the story.
So there's still a possibility of virus.
There is a still possibility. I'll tell you the story. I shot one of the theater in Dubai. It was almost more than 2.5 hours, and I did one wedding, and I did one music video.
Okay.
So 3 weddings, 3 weddings, 3 music videos. 3 weddings, 3 music videos. And I did one wedding, and I did one music video. And I did one music video. And I did one wedding, and I did one music video. And I did one wedding, and I did one music video. So 3 projects, I need to deliver. And I have mistakenly downloaded one software to just send an email in a bulk, and it had a virus.
Shit.
The moment I have clicked it, everything encrypted, everything in my hard drive. And there is a notepad in every folder. If you want your data get back, give me 10,000 Bitcoin and I'll give you your data back. I shut the fuck up.
Oh shit! What happened?
I lost everything on that hard drive, but fortunately I had a backup. But what happened? My hard drive, the normal hard drive HDD, it fell down with me,
Okay.
and the media was broken inside, and I cannot use it. So then I had to send my hard drive because I was using Seagate and I had a warranty. So I sent to Netherlands. They recovered everything. They give me one new hard drive extra with the backup. And then the meantime, I have told my client that this has happened because of this. This is the electronic device. I cannot do anything. So they have understood. Fortunately, they said it's okay. We can wait it for that. But yes, I got my data back, everything because of the Seagate. I had a warranty and they prepaid everything. And my hard drive went to Netherlands and came back. And thank God for that.
Yeah, again, that's something that I'm grateful for Mac. Again, virus, like I never had virus since I moved to Mac. Like I remember when I was using Windows, like always have the virus, antivirus updated, the Kaspersky, I think.
Yeah, Kaspersky, yeah.
Norton, you have to install
So many things.
anti-malware, anti-spyware stuff. So
Yeah.
you have to install everything. When I moved to Mac, not a single antivirus. I never experienced a single virus in my Mac. So again, it's if you're worried about having peace of mind, Mac would give you that. With Windows, yes, they get virus, but you have to be, of course, very careful what you download, right? You have
Yes.
to know what softwares to install to prevent that.
One thing I want to give credit to Mac, it doesn't freezes. It doesn't
There you go.
lag anytime.
Yes. I mean, it still does, but not compared to Windows.
Yes.
Blue screen
Because
of death.
it is using more power.
Yeah.
And you want to, you are putting pressure more than it is required to the PC. So it lags. But Mac, it stops everything.
Yeah.
And this is the thing I want to give credit to. Even it is same for iPhone,
Yeah.
not with the Samsung. I was using iPhone for longer, maybe for 2 years, but I regretted myself. I came back to again Samsung.
I think that's going back to everything is integrated. Everything is made by Apple. Like
Yes.
everything, RAM, hard drive, whatever is made by Apple. So again, all the hardware is very much integrated compared to Windows. Like of course, different brands, different. If it is broken, you don't know which one to contact, right? That's
No, they will claim the warranty. You need to give it.
from the
And the aftermarket is available in Sharjah. You can get everything done, and I can get it done myself.
Yeah.
I did everything.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, man, reliability. I never. Again, I never had to as you call this, like reinstall my OS. It's just again, it's still working I've been using this for like 5 years. Not a single. I never had to reinstall my software.
Can you work 6K on this computer?
Not really. It's not designed because I never had. I don't right now. Still don't demand 6K.
No,
in
but
my jobs.
if in case
I haven't tried, but I don't think so because I don't think this one.
I can edit
tried.
8K.
I mean, this is newer than this. so yes, 4K. Yeah, 4K is seamless. Nothing but 6K. I haven't tried, but I don't think so because this is like 5 years ago.
See, if you think about this, apart from the Mac and PC, have you think about ever like this about the cameras and the codecs and the PCs? They totally integrated to each other. The moment something is there in the market with the newer camera, there is a time when you have a newer PC. So they both are integrated in link to each other because this is a heavy codec. You will not be able to edit in this. So you will be providing with the new software or maybe new PC. So this is a business, man.
Yeah.
They are creating for each other.
Yeah. So I wanna share a story. This is about reliability. So I remember Asus contacted me. They given me an ROG laptop.
Oh, Roger strikes.
ROG, yeah. So a laptop. I mean, very expensive laptop, good one. So I received it, and then it took only 15 minutes for me to see the blue screen of death once again.
15 minutes?
I was using 15 minutes, and it gave me blue screen of death. And I remember I took a picture, I posted on my story, and I was like, bro, I've been from Mac for like ages. And then the moment I got the PC, blue screen of death. Bro, I'm saying, what the hell?
It's a coincidence it happened with you.
Yeah, I mean, it still exists, right? The blue screen of death, So it's just shuts down.
Yes.
I was like, oh my goodness, I never even thought of blue screen of death since I moved to Mac, So again, having reliability, don't get me wrong, Mac still crashes. I still crash with Mac. It happens, but again, it's not as often, I think, compared to Windows.
See, if you compare both of the places, everybody has advantages and disadvantages. It depends on your usage. 99% you will not be able to convince me to purchase Mac, and I will not be able to convince you to go for the PC.
Yeah.
It depends on the choice, reliability, and comfort of your life. What is comforting for you? So it depends. After all, both are very great things.
Yeah.
Both are very great things in the market in terms of creativity. I think they both are equal. If it agrees, audience agrees for that.
Yeah, that's so true. And again, it depends on what you need, what requirement do you have. And it depends on. I believe that it depends on your personality as well.
Yeah.
Right. For me, if you know me, I'm very much into design. I'm very much into creativity. But knowing you, again, you're more into technical side. So it's just obvious that you'll go for Windows. So, I have one question for you. If there's any one feature that you want to get from Mac, what would it be? One feature.
One feature from Mac. It can say Windows get lag so much sometime, so I want lag free.
Oh, stability.
Stability, yes.
Oh, stability.
Yeah.
That's so true.
And I don't care about the virus. It's everything. I can protect myself, but lag free, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I feel like Mac OS is very stable. Like it's something that.
Yes.
Again, I don't know why. I'm not a software engineer, but I just again, it's just a lot of softwares are. For example, I would talk about Final Cut Pro or DaVinci. Like they are they run so well on Mac system.
Yeah, okay.
But then when you go on Windows, that's what I've heard, that they always experience crashes. Especially, for example, the Premiere, I feel like again, I don't know, but a lot of softwares have easy time developing for Mac computers or OS. That's what I've heard from different stories. So if you use DaVinci Resolve on Mac versus PC, DaVinci Resolve would perform better on Mac. Again, that's whatever.
It could be. I never used Mac. I remember the first time when I was learning videography and the editing.
Yeah.
So mistakenly, I have watched some of the YouTube tutorials of FCP. Okay. I didn't know this FCP does not exist for the PC.
Final Cut. Okay.
Yeah. So maybe after 5 to 6 days, I asked one of my friend that, can I install it in my PC? He said, no, unfortunately, it's only for Mac. So I was regretting myself. I wasted 4 days only to watching YouTube videos only for FCP. And the first time when I started my editing, it was Sony Vegas.
Sony Vegas. Oh, so the old software, bro.
Yeah. So one of my interview as a videographer in one of the company in Design District, they have asked me, what do you use? I said, Sony Vegas. He said, no, you cannot be with us because you use a different software. So I said, do you want output or do you want software? You want me? I can get you the output, same thing like you're doing in a Premiere. He said, no, it's a big difference. So then I have realized, yes, because when I opened the Premiere, I said, what the fuck? What is this? It has so much options. What do I do? Then it took me time to shift from Sony Vegas to Premiere Pro, but then I'm happy. I'm using Premiere and DaVinci both.
Yeah, so there's one thing you want to keep in mind when you're going for Mac is if you decided to go for Mac software only, like Final Cut Pro, Logic Pro, you're stuck with Mac. Like that,
but if you see in the creative market, you will see the numbers in the percentage. People will be more in the Premiere Pro, and it has more versatility. You can use a project within the team itself. Somebody is sitting in Philippines, somebody is sitting in India or in Pakistan. They all can work together.
That's so true.
So Premiere Pro because of that. But Premiere Pro, fortunately, it does work for a Mac and PC, so then it's okay.
Are you using Premiere?
Yeah, I'm using Premiere and DaVinci both.
I'm using Final Cut. even though I agree, yes, I agree with what you said about Premiere. But for me, I think Final Cut because it's so fast. It's very easy to use. It's
Yes.
anyone could open a Final Cut and figure it out in a few hours. You know, it's very easy, it's very fast. But again, if you're working with a team, like Premiere is
It has more options.
it
Yes.
has more options. It's more made for professional. You know, I feel like Final Cut Pro is becoming left behind in terms of professional. You know,
See, if you see in the market, you will see about two competitors,
Yeah.
the two contenders of each other, Resolve and the Premiere. There is no FCP.
yeah,
You will not hear about FCP. Not at all. DaVinci, Premiere, DaVinci, Premiere. Now there is a CapCut.
Oh,
The baby of both of them,
yeah,
the CapCut.
bro, CapCut right now, it's so freaking amazing.
Yes.
Like the effects, the transitions, they're so much better than the proper softwares out there. You
Yeah.
know, and also the filters. You could.
I
put so
was
much
amazed to
filters.
see one of the option which was not released in any of the software
Yeah.
other than Resolve. It was relight.
Oh yes,
You can relight everything after shot.
Insane, bro.
So it was launched in CapCut
yeah.
because CapCut has both of the option. It is integrated from both of them, from Premiere and DaVinci. So it has a relight option.
Yeah,
But still, not yet as of today, you cannot do this in Premiere.
yeah. Even captions, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, in caption.
Captions, you
Yeah.
know, you could captions with design with animations in CapCut, but
I was amazed with CapCut one time. I'm not a fan of CapCut. I'm having one recording of 8 hours and 50 minutes
yeah,
from one of the event.
Yeah.
So static camera.
okay,
In the middle of the conversation when somebody is speaking, there was a mixture. So the guy, he mixed music with my audio. And I have recorded everything in its Zoom. Okay. So I have 8 hours and 50 minutes longer of conversation, but I cannot put it, I cannot give it to client because there is a music inside. And he did the blunder. So I was thinking, what do I do? How can I separate audio with the music? I got it in mind in the CapCut. There is an option, separate vocals. Man, magic. With a twinkle of eye, like magic. So I saved myself from CapCut. Yes, I want to give credit to CapCut.
Yeah.
But in the Premiere, it does not have.
yeah, in Final Cut as well. You know, I'm blown away, but by how good CapCut is. you know.
Yes.
The only issue is I don't know with Windows, CapCut always crash with Mac. Always crash. I don't know why. Maybe it's more designed for Windows. I don't know. Have you?
I used, but maybe for some time, like maybe one time or two times.
Yeah.
Normally, I use Premiere. Like they said, I was stuck in this audio thing. Otherwise, I don't use it.
You know, do you see like owning or using a laptop or desktop in the future will be not relevant anymore because so much creators these days are going for more mobile, going for phones,
I
tablets.
hate it, man. I hate it to say.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
yes.
same. Yeah.
I have seen so many people, they are shooting from mobile and they are editing. Like the time when we are finishing, they just see it's edited. How the hell
Bro,
is
they
edited?
just literally drag all the clips
Yes.
and I don't know what they do, but the software just edits by itself. Like,
But
seriously.
see, do you think CapCut and everything, it is supported by AI?
Yeah.
Okay. When there is a more dependability is there, you will feel dumb. Okay. You will feel that, okay, I am more dependent on that. Let's suppose if you want a calculation, before in old times, they used to make lines and everything, and they used to use a brain
Yeah.
because they're so intelligent, because we all are intelligent, but now we are not using it because of the things we are dependent on, like a calculator or maybe a computer. It helps, but I think the more we go in the deep into the automatic things, we are making ourselves very dumb. Like we are thinking,
100%.
no need to think about it.
Yeah.
Like nowadays, if any customer or any client wants to have any of the commercial with me, before I used to make a sketchboards or mood board and everything, like from the start sketching. Now I put everything as a prompt in the ChatGPT. Within seconds, it gets everything. So yes, it eases your work, but again, I'm dependent on that.
Yeah. I feel like that's how technology works. You know,
Yes.
it's just, I mean, it's just something that again we gotta adapt. And yeah, you're right. Like, I mean, time like these days, the beginners, bro, they almost never own a computer. Like
Yes.
they just go for phone and or tablet at least. You know.
It is very hard for us people
Yeah.
to differentiate right now how to sell us.
Exactly.
Because if you have having a C300
Yeah.
and the guy comes with the iPhone 17, he makes a better video with you. How do you justify yourself? What is the use for the C300? Client will say, I don't care about your cinema camera. I'm getting my output.
Yeah. And also they get their output much faster than us.
Yeah.
Because for us, after shooting, we have to go home, copy the files to the computer.
But it feels like it's more computerized. Again, it talks about the Gen Z people.
Yeah.
We are millennials.
Yeah.
We think about something to make something good before creating something.
Yeah.
They don't think, I'm not sure. See, maybe it can be contradict with them. Maybe they want to, okay. But the thing is, Gen Z, they are very fast. They want to finish fast as soon as possible. But we think maybe this could be done, this could be done. Maybe there is output, there is output. But they don't have time. It's very fast because they are born in this era. It could be good, it could be bad, but I'm not sure because people want output.
Yeah.
But if you see in the market, the content is flood and saturated, but you are not connected with this content.
I agree.
You're just flipping the screens. So you are not connected. You are not stopping on anything which is connecting to your heart. It is, everything is robotic and computerized.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, call me old school, but I feel like you're, as an artist, you're very limited with today's technology. Like you feel like you're not an artist anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like you're just someone who encodes. You know, he just puts the files and then the software does it for you.
Yes.
I don't see my creativity in there. So I don't know. I haven't adapted to to be honest, I refuse to use a tablet for my editing, bro. It's just I'm not comfortable.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable. So I think, yeah, right. I mean, in just few years, desktop computers will be irrelevant. I believe so. You know.
Maybe everything will be irrelevant because the AI is there. You can see the Killing 3.0. You can see the Sea Dance 2.0.
Yeah.
They have made the video fighting Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I saw that.
It felt so much real.
Yeah. And I believe also Captain America and Wolverine, they say,
Yes, man. So no need of cameras. But again, one of my friend, again it's getting longer. I just want to finish it. One of my friend, he asked that, what do you see the future of AI? So he asked, like, he showed me one of the video with a very famous singer in India. His name is Basha. So he said, you are a singer and everyone is getting into the AI. You think what is the future of you? Because after 5 years, 10 years, nobody wants to call you. He said, I'm looking, my future is bright. How? If you go back in the old times, there was no, different things. There was no concept of organic and deorganic. Okay. Eggs were organic. There was no farm.
Yeah.
Okay. Now they have created the farm and they want you to take back to organic and they want to sell it very much more expensive because they want to create a separation of that.
Yeah.
So in later, as a singer, he said, maybe I have to go on the concert 5 times together in a one time, and this is created by AI. Okay. But in the same time, similarly, on the other hand, people will say, no, I want to see Basha in front of me. I want to see a human real touch. So at that time, my tickets will be more expensive because this will be called as organic human Basha. So this could be the difference. Maybe this is the same thing like organic and farm. After some years, there will be a difference.
Yeah, the things with in terms of technology, people always go back to the past.
Yes.
Like for example, like analog cameras. Like now, people are like buying analog cameras right now, and that goes also for I don't know for people are buying iPads right now. That was released back in the day, you know. So, I think people just get tired of new technology.
Yeah.
You know, they see the benefits or the experience of having the old stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, of course, for me, I feel bad that one day, you know, no one will be using computers. You know,
Yes.
there will be no Mac versus PC anymore. You know,
No fight.
no fight.
And back in the days, if you have seen any video, And the founder of Mac and the founder of Windows, they both are friends.
Oh yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
they both are
Yeah,
friends. They
yeah,
started everything together,
yeah.
and they build empires.
Yeah, that's so true. But I mean, yeah, I wanna touch about the new devices, mobile devices. I feel like right now it's dominated by
Yes,
Apple systems like iPad, iPhones. I mean
yes,
that's true, right? Everyone using iPhones for to edit their content, right?
yeah.
So I feel like Android is being left out, especially integration with social media apps. I feel like it's not as compatible compared to
No, if you talk about, see, again, it depends on the technicality.
yeah.
Okay, Apple is more beautiful, more fancy, more
Yeah.
delicate. Okay,
Mm.
um, but recently, if you see the comparison between iPhone 16, 17, and the Samsung S24 and 25,
Yeah.
you will have more options in Samsung because it has option to shoot manually, complete manual in the log, plus
Yeah.
in the photos of RAW, in the photos of video RAW. On the other hand, in the Apple, it claims to be shooting a log, but it's a compressed one. Plus, it does not have any manual option. You cannot put it manual. So you need to depend on the AI or HDR version of the window of the Apple that it gets you a very correct colors. But
Yeah.
in Samsung, you have complete leverage of shooting this. But my question is that, man, if you want to spend so much things on your phone, putting so much hardware on the top of that to shoot a video, buy a camera. Buy a camera.
That's what I don't understand, You're really spending so much, rigging your phone. I'll just buy a camera. Yeah, you're right.
Yes. Buy a camera, man.
Yeah, I mean that's so true. Like, what's the pride of using a phone if you already spent the same amount of money to just buy a camera?
It is good to just shoot run and gun. That's fine. But if you want to have a really professional things, buy a camera.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Because I have seen one of the posts in the Instagram that they are claiming that this film was shot by iPhone. The shot was iPhone. It was having a full rig of this much big cinema rig.
and lenses.
Yeah,
they
but
also,
it was claimed to be shot on iPhone. But this iPhone, see, this is a big thing. This is not your iPhone. Like you can shoot this.
yeah, it's shot by iPhone, but again.
With so many things, yeah.
rig, and even the lenses they use different
Yes,
lens.
yeah.
So technically you just use the Apple sensor.
Yeah.
That's about it, So I mean, again, maybe it's part of us being old school,
Yes.
Oh, anyway, bro, is there anything you want to add? Are we good?
No, we are good. We are
Are we
good.
good, bro? Thank you so much for being sport, especially. I learned so much from Windows because again I haven't touched Windows for ages.
Yeah.
So but again I believe that this discussion again there's no right or wrong. Like you could
Yes.
go in any software, and it just depends on your preference, your requirements, and your personality, which is very important as well. So, bro, are we good?
Yeah, very
Bro,
good.
Thank you so much, and hope to see you again soon.
Yes.
We go with Zia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Asim.
Asim. Okay, let's do an episode with Asim. So we're good. So guys, thank you so much. Thank you for watching the episode. Keep supporting this podcast and keep supporting. Also, I'll be tagging your account.
Yeah.
And then support Z as well. So, bro, thank you so much and have a good day.
Thank you. Bye bye.